Hello, my name is Aaliyah Brown, and today I chose to do my oral presentation over madness in the Bible. At first, I started off by researching the question, what is madness? So, madness is the state of being mentally ill or having foolish or chaotic behavior. Today I'm going to focus on the more of the behavioral part because in the Bible there are two stories which focus more on the behavior of a mad person of a madman and madness in the Bible. So that's what I'm gonna focus on today. Um, so the first question is like how many times that is madness viewed in the Bible? So madness is viewed 5 times in the book of Ecclesiastes. It is also viewed in Songs, chapter 102, verse 8, as the wicked against the good. So let's see. In the Old Testament, in Deuteronomy, it is chapter 28, verses 28 through 34. It is used to characterize the state of panic produced by the oppression of the oppressive conquerors. So in Zechariah, verse 12 through 14, by the judgment of God on sinners. And in Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 16, and chapter 51, verse 7, it is the condition of the mind that is metamorphically called the drunkenness with the wine of God's wrath. So, the same mental condition due to terror-stricken idols is called madness in Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 38. And also, and earlier in our readings, I think like our first discussion post, we read about the Janet Kulazi book, Homicidal Insanity, and she speaks of confinement in this. So what she said is that mental health professionals have contributed to the inaccurate public image of people with mental illness as a dangerous and variety of a way. And I tied that into Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 26, which states that the Lord has appointed you priest in place of Jehoiada. The priest is to be chief officer in the temple of the Lord, responsible for every madman who acts like a prophet. You must confine him in stocks and an iron collar. So, combining the two, or looking at both of them, I feel as if the Bible has a lot to do with the reason why people thought confinement of mad people was okay or like reasonable to do. There's a popular story in the Bible about a madman who went from being a shy, conscious young man, became on his own acclamation to the kingship, puffed with love bareness, alternating with the fits of black depression with homicidal impulses, finally dying by suicide. The causes of his madness have been from an evil spirit from God. So the view that people have of mad people could possibly relate from the Bible, because the cause of his madness has been an evil spirit from God, and knowing that God will only give evil spirits as a punishment. So when under the influence of the ecstatic mood would alter his depression, he conducted himself like a lunatic. So that's in the Old Testament of this. In the New Testament, it doesn't speak much about madness, but the word lunatic is also used. So in Acts chapter 26, verse 11, Paul says that before his conversion, he was exceedingly mad against the Christians. In 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 23, those who speak in tongues in Christian assemblies are said to appear mad to the outsider. It is still the belief among people that lunatics are people inspired by spirits, good or evil, and it is probable that all persons showing mental derangement would naturally be described as possessed. So I feel as if the way that people are viewed or treated who have mental illness or who is considered a madman has a lot to do with the Bible, and the Bible relates madness as madness or mental illness as being bad. So that has a lot to do with the way people were treated, or the way people are still treated today. But in conclusion, madness in the Bible do have an effect on the way that people were treated then. And that's it. Thank you.